Hey everyone, it's Ashley Cannon Newell with you this week for Make It Monday for Paper Tray Ink, and I have a fun tutorial to share with you today using your re-inkers and a baby wipe. So I'm just going to grab all of my supplies. Here's the baby wipe, just alcohol free. I always use unscented as well, baby wipes. I'm just going to fold it over to create like a little bit more of a thick baby wipe. I'm going to use this stamp positioner here as my working surface. You can use an acrylic block or anything like that. And I have a Life is Beautiful butterfly die cut. And I'm just going to start with the darkest ink and just start inking blobs of ink, drops of ink all over the baby wipe. And then in between the empty spots, I'll go with the next darkest color, which is, this is Hibiscus Burst, and fill in the spots. And then wherever there's more empty areas, I'm going to use the lightest ink, which is Harvest Gold, and just fill it in. And I just kind of keep going. You could stop here, you can keep going. You could add more colors, you can add fewer colors. It's all up to you. Using this technique, you're pretty much creating your own ink pad using baby wipes and re-inkers. So you can be as creative as you would like. I continue to add more ink around because I want to make sure that I have enough ink to cover the butterfly detail stamp that I am going to be using and stamping with. So keep that in mind. You don't want to have just a little bit of an ink area and then you can't actually stamp and ink your stamp properly. So I'm making it wide enough circle here so that I can ink my entire stamp without having to move it or smear my stamp around. Alright, so here's the detail stamp that goes with the Life is Beautiful butterfly. And I'm just going to stamp there. And I stamped twice. It's not quite as big to cover the whole thing, but I'm just going to stamp here just to see, oh, okay, it comes out okay. So I'm going to do it again and actually stamp on my butterfly die cut. And the results, as you can see here, are like kind of like a tie-dye, but a multicolored ink effect. It's really cool. And there's no other way you can get it without doing something like a technique like this. Because, of course, your ink pads are all solid colors. So you'd have to either kind of mix your colors or do something like this and create your own ink pad. So to finish off my card, I'm using a stamp from Wet Paint 3, the Friend stamp, and I'm just going to stamp it right on my card front. This is a very clean and simple design because I'm using this technique, so I want that technique, that ink technique, to be the highlighting feature of my card. So I'm inking it up here on my card front, Friends. Alright, so I'm going to also stamp Forever here. This coordinates with the Friend part of the sentiment. And I'm using Hibiscus Burst ink, and here is my die cut all finished. I layered it with a detailed die cut of the Life is Beautiful dies. Here are both of them together. So I had the solid one I stamped on, and then I have the detail one I placed over top. I just used liquid adhesive to adhere the two together. And that allows the actual inked technique that I use to shine through that detail. So I'm going to add my foam adhesive to the back of my die cut here and just position it on the card front. So you can position it on here straight, very simple and basic, straight dead on. But I decided to do it at an angle because I just wanted to look like the butterfly was actually flying away. But I just love how this card is very simple yet very impactful and uses a very cool inking technique. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Make It Monday. I've used this technique on other cards. It's very great to use on stamps that have a solid or silhouette image and then a detailed image that goes over top. So get out your stamps, see what you have to work with, and get to stamping using this baby wipes inking technique. I'm Ashley Cannon Newell for Paper Tray Ink. Have a great Monday. Bye.